So I know a lot of people are excited for Super Mario Brothers Wonder. It comes out 2 weeks, October 20th, so right around the corner. It's a game I've been looking forward to. You know, there was some things I seen with the trailers I was kind of iffy about, but today I did get a chance to play the game, and you can play it too. We went down to our local Target. I mean, we don't really have one local. We had to go out for a drive. I figured, I got some errands to run. Let me go play this game if they got it. As I started hearing about it yesterday, I believe, is when they started loading up the demo. So any place that has a kiosk, a Nintendo Switch kiosk, where they have demos, videos for stuff, you should be able to go play it, like GameStop, Target, that kind of thing. And we went down there, and I just wanted to check it out. There was already somebody playing when we got there, so we did have to wait. But after a little while, the guy that was playing, he was pretty cool. We started chatting, about previous Mario launches, stuff like that. And it was a lot of fun. So I did play through the entire demo. I just didn't get footage of me playing mostly. I did a little bit, kind of difficult to record myself. So most of the footage I got was either my kid playing or playing with this person that was hanging around over there that was pretty friendly. So did get a bunch of footage, did play it all the way through. There's not a ton going on with the demo as far as the playability, and I think it's time limited. Like after so many minutes, like it's just done and over with. Like it'll kick you off after maybe 5 to 10 minutes. It'll just exit out of the game. But there's really only, I believe, 4 stages that you could play, and then there's like one bonus stage that you could play in the game. So we sat there, played through it, had a blast playing it. I love Mario games. I don't really like playing on these kiosks because, man, you go to these stores. There's like Target now. They've kind of expanded the aisles, so it's not so bad. At least the Targets near me. But before it'd be like a real narrow aisle, and people would have their shopping cart be in your way, type of thing. So I never liked doing that. It's like we have a Switch at home. Why sit there and mess around on a 5-year-old game that we've got at home, type of thing? But it would be annoying. But we were okay. There was a lot of space at this Target, and it was early in the morning. Not a lot of people around. But the other thing is, like, I don't like holding on to their Pro controller. Like this one was little dingy, probably like layers of human skin cells on it. I don't know, kind of nasty, but also at the same time, people beat these controllers up. And I did notice that was my only issue with the game, was it didn't feel exactly responsive. And I'm going to attribute that to the controller and not the game itself. At least I'm hoping, because it did feel a little laggy at times for the buttons to respond, but it's probably just that layers and layers of crud and DNA from how many ever years this kiosk has been in there, because they don't maintain it. The screen that we were looking at had fingerprints all over it. It's freaking crazy. But okay, some thoughts on this game. So obviously, if you've taken a look at Super Mario Wonder, seen the trailer, all the teases and stuff, it's stylized a bit different than previous Mario games, especially 2D games. It's been a while since we've got a 2D side-scrolling Super Mario game. That's kind of stuff I like. I mean, I like that Nintendo still does these types of games, but I'm sure maybe many people would rather have Super Mario Odyssey 2. But hey, I think mixing it up is fine. These are quite a bit different games. I love these, style of Super Mario games. But this one, I had some fears going into it. It seems like a lot of these 2D Mario games are just really easy. The new Super Mario Brothers, that came out, the few versions that came out over the years were extremely easy games. I'm not saying they weren't fun, but nothing like the old school. Like Super Mario 3 can be a tough game. And I think that was the last time that those types of 2D Super Mario games were actually kind of tough. This one, it seems like maybe there'll be some challenge in it, because every stage that you go into, it'll have a rating for the difficulty. So 1 star, 2 stars, 3 stars, that kind of thing. And in this demo with only 4 stages, you're barely getting a taste for it. But the stages were fairly easy. There's not a lot to really stress about within these stages, pretty straightforward. Now, you do have those weird, like, wonder flowers that will warp the stages. The only one I've seen in this demo so far, there could have been other areas that I've missed, because, sure, there's going to be secrets and stuff like that. But the wonder flowers, you'll see where the pipes start wiggling around and worming around, type of thing. But there's a lot of other elements that can be manipulated because of those wonder flowers, and didn't get to see too much of that in the demo, just the pipes warping around. So there's that. And also, aesthetically, like we were talking about the style a moment ago, this game, it doesn't take place in the Mushroom Kingdom. So it does kind of make sense. Like, hey, different style. It takes place in the Flower Kingdom instead. But you still have, Bowser's the one causing troubles. He's got Kamek with him, Bowser Jr., that type of thing. I don't know. Like, it seems like, okay, Bowser will probably be the final boss, but you never know if they're going to, like, kind of toss something weird in there. Maybe something strange will happen. Hey, maybe there'll be, like, secret characters you could play as. Maybe Bowser will join you. I don't know. It's just speculation. Maybe there is another big bad guy. Who knows? We don't know the full story yet. We should in a couple weeks anyway, right? But yeah, that's the way it seems. You're in this different kingdom, Flower Kingdom. But there's tons of returning enemies. Like you got the piranha plants, you got those little ninjas, Lakitus, Koopa Troopas, Goombas, Boos, the Hammer Brothers, that kind of stuff. And then there's tons of new enemies. Some of them kind of mesh well with the old ones, or their takes on old enemies type of thing, or they'll just be kind of completely new. So it's kind of weird how they mesh together. But it seems to work with the style. The only thing, like, I've noticed Mario's never really had a neck. Let's just be straight up. Mario's never really had a neck. But in this game, it just seems like his head sits a little more flush down. Not even flush, like below his shoulders. He's got a real serious lack of a neck. He's always had a lack of a neck, but even more so now. I don't know. It's just something you notice. Like, Charles Martinet's not doing the voice anymore. Mario's neck is shrunk. I don't know. But talking to Mario, you do have a bunch of characters you could play as. And you could play as all of them in this demo. You can play as Mario, Luigi, Princess Peach, Princess Daisy, Yellow or Blue Toad. You can play as Toadette. And then you do have a couple other characters. Nabbit, who's an easy mode character, doesn't take any damage. And then you can also choose from 4 different colors of Yoshis, who's also an easy mode character. You can only die falling in a hole type of thing. You don't take damage with these characters. But these 2 characters, they cannot use power-ups, so they're kind of boring, in my opinion. But if you are playing multiplayer and one person is playing as Yoshi, the other character can jump on Yoshi and ride along on him. So that was kind of funny. Whoever's playing as Yoshi retains control, though. It's not like you jump on him and all of a sudden you're beating him in the head and you get to control Yoshi. No, whoever's playing as Yoshi still controls Yoshi. So just kind of a little, I don't know, a little weird thing you can do that doesn't really, I don't know, I guess like it does serve a purpose, like to get through certain areas without losing each other, because the way I noticed that it worked was at first I thought it was like, oh, whoever's player 1, but I noticed it swapped like that little crown above their head. Maybe whoever's like got priority, who's doing the most, leading the way. I don't know. I'm not sure with that part of it. But if the 2 players get too far away from each other, whoever has priority, the other one will, like, doesn't matter if they got too far ahead or they got too far behind. They'll kind of get sucked back towards that other player. So you're both on screen. Because I'm sure in this footage, you may have seen like the players get separated off screen. And it's like, you can't play that way, right? But overall, I did have fun with this. The only suits that I used in the game was the elephant, or the power-ups anyway, the elephant, and then like the drill hat. Drill hat was kind of cool, but the elephant, I don't know. It just doesn't, it seems out of place to me aesthetically, and just the functionality of it, because it didn't really seem all that unique. And it just seems weird to me. Like, it's not a suit like in other Mario games where you have an actual suit. It's a costume that gives you a power-up. In this game, you just turn to a big-ass elephant. And there's nothing really crazy special with it. Sure, you could get water and squirt water with your trunk. You could swipe at things with your trunk. But there's not much to it. There's not really much to it. I don't really like the elephant, just being honest with you. And then my concern of difficulty, the demo is easy. I have seen screenshots and footage of other levels of the game where it looks like it may be more challenging. I'm hoping so. I'm really hoping there's some challenge, because otherwise, why would you need to have easy mode characters if the whole game is just easy? Doesn't make a lot of sense, but we'll have to wait and see. And then hopefully there's a lot of cool secrets, because I'm sure there'll be like secret exits and little things like that, but like secret stages, Star Road type of thing, unlockables, maybe even more characters you could play as. That would be cool. Like, I'm really hoping the game is packed full of content. But so far, I do like this style of game. I love Super Mario games, and I'm looking forward to it. So, appreciate you guys watching. Let me know, have you played the demo? Are you looking forward to the game? Did you already pre-order it type of thing? Are you grabbing it in 2 weeks? Thanks for watching. Bye.